Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. And welcome to the Guns, Beer, and Therapy Saturday Night Party. Ready? Look at that face! One less can of hard seltzer in this world. I'm proud of myself. Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, I hope you guys are having a great time out there tonight. Woo! Man, we got an awesome show for you guys tonight. We got some great people there in the background in the green room, just having a blast. And man, I'm so glad that everybody can make it. So anyway, without further ado, let's bring out the first person. Say hi to Jamie, JH586. How you doing, buddy?
I'm fine, man. Thank you for having me. I gotta say something, and I really appreciate what you did in the green room tonight, man. I know Olive Garden's an upgrade and all from what we usually get, but that's a nice change, man. Not that a true redneck could ever get tired of barbecue, but good work there on the Italian tonight, man. Very good.
Awesome. Well, glad you liked it, buddy. And appreciate you coming on this evening. Up next, we have Garage Guy 879. How you doing tonight, Mark?
Oh, I'm doing really well tonight, having a good weekend. I hope you guys are as well. I want to send a shout out to everybody over in the side chat. Hope you all having a great weekend. And yeah, once in a while, Italian's the way to go.
Awesome. Still there? Okay, Mark?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, it was cutting out a little bit there, but I think we're good now. So thanks for being on tonight, Mark. Sure appreciate you. And up next, we have MacMan. How you doing this evening, buddy?
How you doing, guys? Thanks for having me. Thanks for the invite. Sorry I've missed a couple of shows. It's so hectic in work, and I've been having a lot of trouble with my truck, so I had to take some time off and try and get them sorted, but hopefully we're getting there now. And great side chat. I can see Walter posted that he's got a big bushfire up by him. Hopefully that's going to be put out, and it's not going to come anywhere near the houses, so good luck with that, Walter. Hopefully it'll be a quick flash through and it'll be gone.
Yeah. Walter and everybody out there around him, hope everybody's safe from that fire, man. That's something terrible to have happen to you, man. There's no doubt about that. So anyway, thanks very much, MacMan, for being on this evening. Sure appreciate you, buddy. And up next, we have Moondog Go. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Very good. Thank you for having me on. Hello, everybody. And, of course, molto bene on the Italiano.
Yeah, we're going to have to... I don't think there's much to clean up back there. I think we pretty much got all of it taken care of. So... All right. Well, thanks a lot, buddy, for coming on tonight. We sure appreciate you as always. And up next, we have DJ Play Nice. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Rock is something that I always do, but I got to say I need to show up a little bit sooner. Cold pizza is something that I haven't left completely behind, but that was college, and that was a long time ago. You guys sure know how to put it away. How's everybody doing tonight?
It's all good.
All right.
Doing great, buddy. Man, So glad you could make it this evening, buddy. Always blast to have you here. Oh man, we got a rock and rolling side chat out there already. I hardly keep up with everybody here. If you're not, if you're kind of new to this show, it's hard for me to kind of interrupt and call everybody out as they come on and they all the awesome comments and everything out there. So I try to highlight your guys' comments because you guys are a big part of the show. As anything, I mean, you guys are the show. So this is my way of recognizing you and saying hi, and sure appreciate you all for coming on. And man, we got good night plan for you guys. First of all, Moondog had sent me an email the other day, and we did not know. We think that like the 2A community, and maybe some people knew, but I think maybe the majority of us did not know what this month was. And you want to go ahead and share that, buddy?
Sure, of course. So I don't know if anybody else out there, and please, chime in on the side chats. Did you know that it's National Shooting Sports Month? Who knew? I mean, it's great. I think we all should know. But the only reason I know is because I got an email from the NSSF, which is the National Shooting Sports, I think, Foundation. They're the ones that actually put on SHOT Show every year. And so, since I've been a SHOT Show twice, I got on their mailing list, and they send out a lot of information, a newsletter about things that are going on in the industry and a lot of legal stuff. But this month I got on the 15th, I got an email from them announcing it's National Shooting Sports Month. Thing is, I thought it was kind of strange that they sent it out in the middle of the month. And I even went back and checked all my old emails, and there was no announcement in the newsletters from last month that next month is going to be National Shooting Sports Month. So somebody kind of like was asleep at the wheel there in terms of hitting the send button about announcing National Shooting Sports Month. But I think it's great. If Google it, look it up. There's a range challenge and other things you can do, and they're trying to get everybody together and share information about matches and things that are going on. I think it's great. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you guys were you guys aware of it?
I sure wasn't. Anybody out in the side chat? Did you guys know that either? I mean, it's something that I wouldn't think they'd want to keep from the 2A community, especially content creators, as much as it's out here in this community and everything.
Well, it's kind of all of us have a slightly different production schedule, but I would have loved to have done a feature on it, or at least a longer video. But by the time I'm probably going to get a chance to look through the website and find things about it to talk about, it'll be the month's already over. So I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully next year they can, get a feller on that a little earlier. It would have been nice to, for people to be able to collab, with some videos, for that and stuff. So, no doubt about that. But man, what a rock and roll side chat we got tonight. Wow, man. Yeah, I don't think anybody got the memo either. It must have been a secret.
I think there's a lot of opportunities. I mean, one of the things that we're trying to do is encourage people to take somebody who's never gone shooting before out to the range. I think that's a great idea. I think that's so the least we can do to get to change sort of public attitudes about our sport is to get people who've never shot a gun to go out there and find out how enjoyable and safe it is if you do right.
Yeah. I tell you, if anybody has been trap shooting, shooting clay pigeons or whatever, it's not the easiest thing to do, but even if you have somebody that's been shooting for a while or not, because we've done this quite a few times, had people's, here, they knew the gun safety and everything, and in a safe range and stuff. But like, here, you want to try it, and then man, when they bust that first bird, man, the happiness on their face is so fun, and it just really hooks them. They're like, wow, I've never done this before, and it is so fun. So I mean, it's so nice to, excuse me, to get people involved in, different, shooting sports and stuff. So, yeah, man. Tell you what, let's say hi to the side chat out there. Okay, Jamie, you want to call them out? Anybody? What should we type in for everybody to type in and get your name called out on the side chat here on the YouTube side and stuff?
SSM, Shooting Sports Month.
SSM. There you go, folks. Type in SSM for Shooting Sports Month, and Jamie will shout your name out there.
Backman's First, Misty Ms. Wayne, R4 Mississippi Thunder, and they're gone. Hold on, let me back up here. There we go. Info Bros, Hasbro, Bobby Barlow. There's Hasbro again. Bubba, Triclops, Ballistic, Fluffy 10 millimeter Jeep Guy. Dwayne, 7834, Mr. Bob Dobalina. Sorry, buddy. I hope I didn't butcher that too bad. Doug Thomas, Chessboard, Ozzy Osbourne, Michael Dunn, Boomsticks Revenge, Two Live Moo, Crystal, Brooke Cheney. I hope I said that right too. DJ Play Nice, Ron Wayne, what's up, buddy? R4 Mississippi Thunder again, Crystal. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. And Tackle Fudd, he was asleep at the wheel. Michael Dunn, Hasbro, Seltzer Savings Month. Buy them up at Hillbilly Up. So, Crystal, I only got one thing to say. How about them dogs? 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks and it's on. Let me tell y'all something. When your team plays a sorry schedule, when it comes time for the tough games, they get their rear ends waxed. I'm concerned about my dogs. The schedule was pitiful this year. They play absolutely nobody. They got maybe 3 tough games. So we'll see what happens. Garage Guy, you fixing to say something?
No, I'm good. Go Hokies.
Well, so we got something that I think everybody's going to have fun with and everything. Before we get on to that, it's not Seltzer month; it's Shoot Seltzer month, I believe.
Let's hope so.
That's my sporting 2A there. One more thing, Bubba. You said you're working, buddy. Get to work. Don't be over here on the side chat while you're supposed to be working. You give Bubba a rough time. But
is that a new
everybody
room?
knows, do what?
Is that a new room you've got set up there? You hear me?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
It looks like a new room.
Have you got a new room set up?
Yeah. so much of that, and me and my wife, we have an office room, and we both have a desk and all that stuff in, and that's most usually where I film at. And anyway, the TV room's right there close by, and also the kitchen, bathroom and everything. And anyway, and so she's like, "Why don't you move back there in that far back room over there in the other corner?" I'm like, "Well, it's scary back there. I'll be all by myself." She's like, "I'll help you get set up back there." So, I don't know if that was a suggestion or what. I just went with it. For us that marry up, we just kind of have to do that sometimes. So, but
So
yeah,
got kicked to the
getting this
curb.
all
Did
set
you?
up here. Do what? I'm sorry.
Got kicked to the curb, did you?
Exactly.
Uh,
Yeah,
better that than the doghouse.
You betcha. Yeah, just kind of get stuff set up here.
You notice he moved not long after the hard seltzer incident.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. One thing I would like to do is, I got some people's channel logos and patches and stuff up here, and so I'd like to get a lot more of people's channel logos and stuff up there. That'd be nice. And so, I'm not for sure what all I'm going to do with it, but hopefully make it fun and exciting. So, because it's kind of rough to have to look at me. At least maybe if there's something in the background to stare at, it'd help out the show some. So, but anyway, also guys, before we get on to the next deal here, we're still have plenty giveaways for Lakeview Outdoors. If you've not heard about it, his wife is sick, and there's a lot of medicine that she has to have that the insurance is not covering. So the Scottish American, he found out about this and started this. We started raising money through different deals, different creators and everything, come together in this community. This community is awesome, and started, raising some money to help them. And Scotsman set the goal at $10,000, and so we're getting there. Like, oh man, we're at. I think he said last night, Jimmy was like 30-some hundred away, I believe.
3750 was always
3750. Yeah. And so Garage Guy on here, he is giving away a shotgun, really nice shotgun. I'll let him tell you guys about that in a minute. Bald and Curious is giving away a really nice Kimber 911 10 millimeter. Edward Petty is giving away an awesome Winchester Model 94 30-30. And so I just recently did a video updating all these, so you can check that out. Ask any of us, we can get you to where you can buy a ticket to have a chance to enter one of those. So anyway, we're going to do all that. I know here in the 16th, I believe it is, Garage Guy, right? We'll be doing your giveaway here live on the show, right?
September 9th.
Or 9th. Okay, 9th. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, September 9th. We'll be doing his giveaway. And then plus, for the people that had gave money to for me to drink hard seltzer, if you missed that live, oh, man, that's rough. So anyway, they did not say that or I didn't say I was giving anything away. People just did it out of the goodness of their heart to watch me punish myself by drinking a hard seltzer. And I did. I held up to my end of the deal. And So anyway, I am going to give a prize for everybody that donated money for that. And so I'll do that the same night, September 9th, when Mark does his giveaway. And so we will get that. That's coming up pretty soon. So make sure you get over there. Mark, you want to tell about your shotgun that you're giving away, buddy, real quick? And
All right. I'll be giving away a brand new in-box Stevens Model 301 20-gauge single-shot shotgun. It's got the black plastic furniture on it. It's one of those more or less fun guns you take out in the woods. If you get some scratches on it, it's no big deal. You're not going to go into labor over it. It has sling swivel studs, and with that being said, I will also be throwing in a brand new shoulder sling. And for whoever wins it, there's going to be a FFL transfer fee. I will personally mail you $20 cash to go in on that transfer fee. Also, I'm going to be giving away like a second and third prize. And I can show knives on here, right?
Last we heard, you could.
I don't know. They get given away. I've got two of these Sharps cutlery knives right here. Let me get a little light on it. That's a little. Oh. They're 12 inches long. Got the stag handle.
Nice.
And I got them off the Cutlery Corner Network here. I got. They're both. They're not exactly identical, but these will be given away too. So thought I'd throw those in there, second and third place.
All right. I mean, guys, it's awesome. $20 per ticket, so you can get more than one entry. You can on all these guns that's been given away. I think the other ones were what, $50 a piece?
Yes.
And I mean, really, so like if you did all three of those, that's $120 for a chance to win a shotgun, a 30-30, and a 1911 10 millimeter. I mean that's pretty good odds, people. I mean, I ain't been to Vegas very much, but I would take that. So anyway, make sure you check it out, and and plus the money is going for a great cause. I mean, Tony and his wife, I mean, they're a young couple, guys. They got a whole life ahead of them. And they did not ask for any of this. Scotsman found out, and Scotsman does what the Scotsman does. He started this, he's great to help people. So is everybody in this community, and so, it's not, like I say, it's not a handout, guys. It's a hand up, and they didn't even ask for it, so, I know things are tough, but, if you can maybe do without one of those lattes, for a few days or something, you can help them out. So, but up next, real quick, we will be getting on into this video. I think you guys, and hopefully I can share this, and I'm not going to get a copyright strike, and hopefully the computer, like the stream, will play it fine. But you guys have all probably heard of Oliver Anthony, Richmond, north of Richmond. And, it's a great song, and, just I don't know, man, it's just awesome. So we're going to play a little bit of it, and I'm going to pause through it, and we'll kind of talk about it a little bit. So does that sound good to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, let's see if this computer can do it. Let's see here. Okay, let me point this up here. Oh, shoot. Hang on a second. I got to click a button. I got to take that off for a second. I forgot to hit the sound. So you guys would not be able to hear it. Okay, this should work.
Oh, we're not getting sound.
You hear it? Yeah.
No, nothing.
Doggone it. Let me try this one more time here. It's done that to me once before. And I'll see if I can fix it. I'll try it one more time. Okay. Share audio. So we'll see if it works this time.
Working all day, overtime hours, for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away. Drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. For people like me, people like you, wish I could just wake up and it not be true. But it is, oh it is, living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, 'cause the rich men.
Oh man.
Truth.
So we'll start with you, Jamie. What do you like about this?
Truth.
Yeah.
That line in there where the rich men north of Richmond want total control. You know it. They know it. They think you don't know it, but you do. Yeah, that's a great song. That's been a long time coming, and I hope it galvanizes this country the way it's supposed to. Get some of us old couch setters up, moving around, and doing something about what's going on. This came out 11 days ago. It was released on August the 8th. This is the 19th, and it's already got. Put that down for a minute. 26 million views in 11 days. Now put Moondog back up there.
Yeah, Moondog shared the link there. So
I subscribe to him. I haven't subscribed to Radio WV yet, which we need to do that. Yeah, that's gone up. That's gone up 13 million views since I watched it earlier today after cutting grass. It was
awesome.
Wow. That's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It doubled in views. 1.1 million thumbs up. If I had one video like that, man. Thanks for showing that, Hillbilly. That's a man playing his heart out and singing his heart out about the way he feels about life. And he's going to go a long way if he stays true to what he's doing right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure everybody knows, like, he turned down an $8 million record deal. And he lives in a camper that he bought he paid $750 for. So, I mean, and works every day. So we'll go on to you, Mark.
Well, Jamie pretty well said it all. Truth. The people north of Richmond, we all know where they're talking about, that D.C. area. They want power. They know that we know they want it, and it's people complain about it, but this guy actually did something that's making a difference right now. He's got a lot of people's attention.
Yeah, he did. I mean, it's it's really caught on, and it's something else. And so, well, thank you, Mark, for that. So, Macman, what do you got to say about it, buddy?
Well, that's the first time I've heard it or seen it. I'll be honest, I haven't been on here much. I've been so tied up with other stuff, and I've first time I started seeing it. But you can certainly say that he's wearing his heart on his sleeve there, isn't he? He's putting it all out there, and it's great to see. I'm going to go back after the show and watch the whole video and listen to it properly. But I like it, and I hope he does well with it.
Yeah. And he also has some other songs there too. I mean, great songs. One, he talks about dealing with alcohol and depression. Also, just, man, that, I think that's what really makes music, is when people put it from their heart, and then people can relate to it, And so, alrighty. Thank you, Macman. Moondog, what's your thoughts on, buddy?
Well, I think you also you had a good point. I mean, when people can sing about their pain, and I've been reading a little bit about Oliver. I hope and pray that he doesn't let his past and personal demons take over his life again, because he even said in an interview that he wasted like the last couple of years just getting high and drunk, and only recently started just getting more serious about music. But he's a real talent. He's got a great voice. He's his lyrics are great, and he's a skilled strummer there. Really good bluegrass inspired music. He's got a talent, and we are, few of us are very blessed with that, and I hope he has a good future ahead of him. And I've heard that this is actually also one of the it's blowing up as it is here in the U.S. It's blowing up worldwide. So that just shows that a lot of his sentiment resonates beyond our own country's politics. That it's something that people can relate to worldwide.
Man, I totally agree with you. And I mean, the guy's already touched 26 million people. And how many people are like in a group and they pull the phone up and show 2 or 3 other people, that video. So there can be, no telling how many people's watching just the one view. And so it's awesome. So DJ, saved you for last, buddy. This is kind of right down your alley.
It is. And American protest songs are something that I learned about from my father, who was an elementary music teacher. And so I think Oliver Anthony is about to set himself in some pretty august company. Woody Guthrie, This Land Is Your Land, Bob Dylan, Masters of War. I mean, we could go, each of us probably, and contribute something that is spoken to us as Americans or as human beings, for God's sake. So Oliver Anthony, Jamie gave us some of the click down, and Moondog clicked in a few more things on top of that. 2 million of anything in 2 days. It boggles the mind. I mean, how long does it take an over-the-road trucker to hit 2 million miles? And that's 1 mile. You could sing this song in a mile going slow. And I have to give a shout out to my friend Guns and Barbecue. Work with him on Tuesday nights, and he sent that to me a 4 days ago. I listened to it on repeat, and that song stirred emotions in me that I haven't had stirred in that particular way in a really long time. And that's why I mentioned those 2 other songs. You know, This Land Is Your Land is something I think that all of us are going to be able to relate to and find a strong, a patriotic stirring. A lot of us do. And I think there's no better message than the one that Oliver Anthony is producing today. And its timing is pretty damn good for him when it comes to the fact that it's not just the times we live in, but it's also, we got the political schedule is heating up quite a bit. So there'll be a lot of people who are grabbing onto this sentiment. And also, Hillbilly, can I go on for another minute or two on this one?
You bet you, buddy.
See, it hasn't been that many weeks ago. Y'all remember Jason Aldean? I mean, how quick people were just swelled to that song, and it meant something. It means something to every one of us. Thinks differently about everything that we hear and process based on our own experience and beliefs, kind of thing. They ended up removing things from his original artistic vision. Now, his vision isn't necessarily the one that produced the video, but I'm just talking about the song. You know, the lyrics that were produced there. You know, he had to dial stuff back. And a lot of people don't like that happened. It kind of faded away, and now we have another one that's rising up. I don't know where it might be next, but when you think about the fact that, and I'm sorry, I don't remember who on the panel mentioned it, that it's global impact now. The world watches us every day. It's not just the last 2 years. It's every damn news cycle day is focused with a really fierce, you know, and sometimes harsh eye on us. Coming into the political season that we are, it's going to increase. It sure is. And I'm going to be interested not just to know what it might mean to, you know, other people, and I need to catch up on the text chat too, but what it does mean to the rest of the world, because music communicates to every last one of us for sure. And I hope that it resonates with some of those rich men up in Richmond.
Yep.
People are tired of being treated like they don't matter, because they do matter.
They absolutely do.
It's people are tired, and there. If the song goes on, he said, "This is the richest country in the world, people," and we got politicians that sit up there and they take every. Think about how you're taxed. He said, "Your dollar ain't worth nothing because it's taxed to no end. You pay taxes on that dollar when you earn it. You pay taxes on that dollar when you spend it. You pay taxes 2 times to the state and the federal government. When you spend it, you're paying local taxes. You can go buy a piece of land like this man right here did. He bought 90 acres and he still owes money on it, but that ain't going to last long. So then you pay the interest to the mortgage company and a bunch of fees and stuff. Then when it's all bought and paid for, you have to pay your county government for them to let you keep what you bought and paid for. When you buy a vehicle, you have to pay taxes on that to be able to drive it on the road that your tax money has already bought and paid for. It's time for us to do something about this crap, man. People are tired of being taxed to death and being treated like they don't matter. In the richest country in the world, we got people that can't afford their medicine, and we got people out on the street living under bridges, mostly veterans, because our government won't live up to their end of the deal. I'm for one am tired of it, and this man right here, his real name is Chris. Oliver Anthony was his grandfather, and he named his music after his grandfather because that's the type of music they played in the 30s and 40s during the Depression in Appalachia, from there all the way down here to where I live. So, yeah, that's my rant.
Well, That's a good rant, though. Tell you what, guys. Let's finish the rest of the song here, and I'll catch up with the side chat here in a minute, and let's finish this. And if somebody while I'm doing this can look up, when you search his name, and there's I believe it's a lady there talking about him, and she tells a lot about, like, shows a picture of his, his camper. Like, she tells a little bit of all the story that Jamie just kind of told you guys. So somebody would share that, because I mean, to me, this guy is, is awesome, and he deserves, our support, So anyway, let's finish the rest of this song here. One more thing. When he talks here, that very old soul, that touched me a lot right there. So I forgot to say something about that.
I wish politicians would look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Want to know what you think, want to know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of Richmond.
Not over.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Amen.
All right. Man, that's just a good song, guys. When he talks about an old soul, living in this modern times, I mean, I know a lot of us, thought a lot of our grandparents or parents or whatever, and ways they grew up, especially I know, like me living here in the, Ozark Mountains, the way life was for them, and so, that's still a big part of me and who I am. And so, when he talks about an old soul, living in these times now, I mean, it really brought back a lot to me. Just, it's amazing what just one verse or two can touch somebody. And so now we're through all that. Anybody else, just feel free to jump in if you got something else to say or anything like that.
Well, I do about a couple more things you might imagine that'd be, and then I could pass it over to you, man. And that is, he's playing a Gretsch Resophonic, if anybody's curious about that guitar and the sound that it makes. So that's a company. And there is something about West Virginia right in there, and he makes a reference in there. A lot of people are kind of getting a few things about this song twisted, but I'm not going to double back on the Aldine song, but you know how that one went too. And that line, I wish that, they pay more attention to miners than miners on an island somewhere. He's not being insensitive to those miners on an island. Think about where this song is from. West Virginia, that's coal country. And you want to talk about 100 plus years ago, the protest songs that were coming out there, the social changes that needed to happen because of the oppression of the working class people. He's tapping into things that go so far back. Hillbilly and others have mentioned, the Depression era. And I made that reference, earlier to Woody Guthrie. That's when those songs were last written with this kind of impact. So I do hope that it continues to spread out there a little bit. And I've been in a couple of discussions about it already where some people have gotten they've been a little hurt or at least divided on the whole thing about obese and fudge rounds. Now, honestly, I'm not going to be able to look at a fudge round the same. I didn't like them before. I'm going to like them even less now. But it is not that, I had to point out to one person who just got wrapped up in being against, just anti whatever was being said, not even understanding some of the things that were going on. That's not a song that's, the song is not trying to point out that we should, look at obese people and think poorly of them. It's the way the system is being used by some people. This isn't fat shaming or anything like that. It's not something so derelict of responsibility as a poet. And I really like when Hillbilly said, it's not over. Because when he gets to that last stinger that he puts on the end and he brings it all back again full circle, he slows down and you hit that denouement of the poetry that's being sung to us in the form of that lyric. And that's the one that hits me about the hardest. I want it to keep going. I want to hear more of the modern American tale that he's telling.
100%, brother. So somebody else have something there?
They posted up a link for his Facebook page, and I'm just reading up on a little bit about. He's been posting up, and he's just try to process his own success.
Yeah.
Well, my mother was from coal country, Mingo County, West Virginia. She grew up in the coal camps, and I can remember her telling us people were moving out of that part of southern West Virginia. Some that go right across the state line. You go across the Tug River, right there's Pike County, Pikeville. Wasn't nothing there either back in those days. They all ended up going to the Rust Belt. Detroit, Columbus, Ohio, those cities up there, maybe Minneapolis, Buffalo. That's where the jobs were back in those days. And a lot of it was that it wasn't that they weren't making enough money. A lot of people back in was getting killed in those mines. They weren't safe. And she told me quite a bit about that part of West Virginia right there. I mean, there's some good people that live there, but the coal bosses, man, It was like that movie Coal Miner's Daughter. You get a small wage, and then on payday, you would go to the company store and give the money back to the coal company. That's how it worked. Yeah. And sometimes you didn't even get paid actual cash. You'd get some kind of coupons or something. Well, instead of $50, here's $50 coupon. You can spend that at the company store. That's how it was.
And I think that's a lot of, like, when he talks about rich man north of Richmond, and anybody can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but from what I understand, in the coal mountains and all that stuff, either the government or certain people come in and bought that land for pennies on the dollar. So the people that was there were not the ones that were making the money, They totally raped and stripped that land and then just left it,
See, but I want to beg your pardon there. You use the past tense. It's still happening today. I mean, they are down to the point of processing multinational companies, and I don't live in that region, but I kind of keep track of such things. The companies are down to trying to pull out something that no one else has bothered to do before because the yield is like 20% less than the lowest period beforehand. So they're going back through things that they already chopped the top off of completely, and they're going back against dregs that nobody wanted from 50, 60 years ago now, just to wring every last bit of it out of there. and mark those, those counties you're talking about. That's the heart of some of the biggest struggles and here's another thing to toss into the discussion potentially of immigrant Americans. Think about who was in those coal mines, where they came from, the contribution that they were making to building the country, and then taking it to the next step that they made into the Rust Belt. That's a great point to make. Where have those people gone now? I think that the "where have they gone now" thing is another reason that his song is resonating with so many folks.
Yeah. Yep. I totally agree with you. Man, I'm glad we did that.
Yeah.
It's kind of leery about sharing it, and stuff, but I mean, we're not sometimes being the 2A community, we're not popular with a lot of people anyhow, but we stand up for what our Constitution says, for what we feel it's right. And so I didn't feel like we should shy away from with a song, what it means to people, and not only that, but helping him. I mean, I think he's got a dang good start without any of us helping. There's no doubt about that. But when somebody is doing something good and they put their self out there, he didn't know how this song the public was going to react to that. He put himself and his feelings out there as words and took a chance. And, I'm glad he did, so guys, also get in the drawing for tonight. Hashtag HBN 33. You put that in the side chat, and then we got the deal down here collecting everybody's entries, and we will have a drawing for a knife. Actually, I have a new knife to give away tonight. I mean, all of them's been new that I've given away, but new to the show. So I got a new one that you guys I've not given away before. So you guys want to make sure you get your hashtag in there. It's not going to be the albatross knife tonight. So anyway,
Hillbilly, if I can say something here, R4 Mississippi Thunder, that old song is Tennessee Ernie Ford, 16 tons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hold my soul through the company store.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up listening to that kind of music. And y'all, sometimes we lose track of, unless you've been there, what real work, and it's almost slavery. And ain't no fun, man. I worked in a cotton mill down here for a couple of years, and it's almost the same thing. But guys, I've enjoyed it. I got to run, get to bed. I got church early in the morning, so.
Well, thank you very much for being on tonight, Jamie. We sure appreciate it. And you want to go ahead and plug your channel or what all you got coming up before you jump off here?
No, man, ain't no need in all that. No, thanks, man. JH586 got I'm working on a couple of videos, and I'm getting my cuts mixed up. I got to do better. Got to edit better. And Friday nights, 8 o'clock, Georgia Shooting Connection channel. Y'all come check us out. Thanks, Doug. Good night, Chris. And Michael Dunn and Dwayne and Chessboard. And y'all have a good rest of the weekend.
All right. You have a good church tomorrow.
Hi, Jimmy.
Thanks a lot, Jamie.
Rest well.
Well, man. So I have some different topics for tonight. We'll do that drawing in 30 minutes. Well, 25 minutes. So, like I said, make sure you get get your hashtag in there and hashtag HBN33. And let's see.
And I'm gonna have to drop off too.
You got to head out too, buddy.
Yeah, I got family in town, or at least at the house. So I should say in town because my mother-in-law lives in town. So, but anyway. Yeah.
Well, we sure appreciate you being here, buddy. And like
Great
I said,
topic.
you betcha. And thanks for sharing the stream. I seen you told your peoples over there to make sure to get their hashtag on here so the Bill will pick it up. It has to be on this chat for it to pick up your name. So anyway, make sure they do that and go ahead and tell us about what you got coming up, buddy.
Oh, sure. So I'm going to be reposting up a review on the Easy Shot LPVO that they sent me. I actually had to pull it last week. I posted it up and then realized I'd mispronounced their name. I was calling it Easy Shot and it's actually Easy Shoot. I don't know, it's a momentary dyslexia or whatever. So rather than leave that up there and I was too embarrassed to leave it up there. So I pulled it and had to re-edit it. Of course, YouTube, the way it is, it was approved with the mispronounced name or in the mislisted name. But as soon as I reposted it with the correct name, whoever their human reviewer has been flagged it as not being ad friendly. There are guidelines, and it's like it's like I'm looking through, like, you approved it before, but now you're not approving it. So I don't know. So I had to go through the process of making a little change and reposting it up again. Anyway, so long story short, it's going to be coming up. For those of you who subscribe to my channel, Moondog Industries, and you might see it. It's not deja vu. It's basically the same video. I tweaked some of the dialogue and apologize for mispronouncing it, but whatever. It is what it is. So if you want to check out a cheap LPVO that I review, and I don't say it's the best LPVO out there, but it's not bad for $100. It's certainly better than I was expecting for $100. But anyway, I'll let you decide once you actually see the tests that I do with it, whether or not it's worth $100 or not. That's up to I'll leave that up to you. Anyway, so thanks again for having me out and for bringing up the Oliver Anthony song. That's just great. It's a great piece of music, and I wish him the best of success. All right, gentlemen, thank you for the company, and have a good night, everyone.
Thank you for being on here, buddy. Guys, go check out Moondog's channels and subscribe to him. You won't be disappointed. So thank you, buddy. Appreciate you coming
everyone.
on. All righty. So let's get on to the next. Actually, this will be our first topic, actually. I can find it. Tell you what, let's go ahead and go with this right here. I think everybody, since we had Oliver Anthony on, let's just go ahead and do this. We talk about guns all the time and stuff that let's go ahead and talk about this. I talked to DJ earlier and said, "Hey, you got any suggestions for tonight?" And they did the music, and so anyway, this is one of them that he come up with. And so anyway, DJ, you want to go ahead and kind of take this and start it off?
What is your favorite patriotic song? We all grew up learning them. I don't think that most of us sing anything other than the national anthem anymore. But I'm going to offer an exception. I grew up in the church singing this patriotic song, this Battle Hymn of the Republic. That has got to be my favorite next to the national anthem. Performing the national anthem, I mean, it didn't matter what uniform I was in high school. We did. If you were in choir, you did the national anthem from where you stood. And the only time there's an exception to that was one football coach. But so that's something that we all grew up singing. I bet you anything, everybody here on the panel and out there in the chat can at least hum the Battle Hymn of the Republic, which is an adaptation of a song that comes from during the Civil War. It was a John Brown, the abolitionist protest song that was adopted and adapted to the one that we know today. So that's easily my favorite one, and I don't remember all the verses all the way through anymore. I guess I'm going to have to task myself with going back through and singing that from the heart at least one more good time before I lose everything that's left of the voice I used to have. But that's mine.
Oh man, and that is a great one too. I mean, that is a great song. I mean, when I grew up in school, we said pledge allegiance every day, and then at least once a week we actually was saying that song, or "This Land Is Your Land," or "This Land," yeah. And so, like, there's always one of those few songs that we sing every week. Not only that, but reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, every day. And so that's just awesome. Glad you brought this up. So, MacMan, what's yours? Since you are an immigrant to here, do you have one for here, or like from where you were in Wales, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know any of you guys, but you're talking about national anthems and the passion and everything about it. But if you have a chance on YouTube, go on to one of the rugby games, one of the Wales Rugby International games, and listen to the Welsh national anthem. It's in Welsh, but when you hear 80,000 Welsh people singing that song and blasting their hearts out in a stadium, like in the rugby community, they say the Welsh national anthem is probably one of the greatest they've ever heard, and it's unbelievable. So if you have a chance, try and have a look it up and just when they're singing the national anthem, nothing against the American national anthem or anybody else's, but just look it up and just look at the passion and the heart that goes into that national anthem. And you will never see anybody kneeling. You'll never see anybody not singing. They just hard on their sleeves and they just go for it. And it's absolutely unbelievable. But going away from that, my patriotic song would be a Tom Jones song, and it's Green, Green Grass of Home, which is
great song.
All about Wales coming home, and it's an awesome song. And to me, that's probably my favorite patriotic song would be the Green, Green Grass of Home. Is he gone? He's left us?
He left us unsupervised, I guess.
That's right. We could get into all sorts of trouble now, couldn't we?
I know. I had to spit the chin back out of my mouth, so I didn't want to do that on camera.
Yeah, it's two great songs. Like I said, if anybody rather than just watching the national anthem, try and watch it in a Welsh rugby game, and it'll blow your mind. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. Also, poor Tony, man, of all the stuff he's going through, he lost his dog too, man. That just, Betty, just got prayers out for you and your family constantly, bud. That's, I mean, that's just a kick while a feller's down. There's no doubt about that, man. So, I mean, so sorry to hear that. So, we'll go ahead and jump on up to you, Mark. What what's your favorite patriotic song? And side chat, make sure you throw. I've seen you guys throw some great ones out there too. So continue to throw those out in the side chat.
Well, you mentioned there a few minutes ago singing "This Land Is Your Land" in school. I remember that like it was yesterday. We did that about every week at least, from grades 1 through 6. But Let Freedom Ring, I believe that's my favorite next to the national anthem.
Man, yeah, that's another great song.
And,
Man,
America the Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, I think like so many of mine, like they've pretty much already been said, or here on the panel or out in the side chat. I mean, there's just so much music that just is awesome. God Bless USA by Lee Greenwood. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Kid Rock, We the People. I mean, there's just so side chat's putting out some awesome ones. There's just so many great songs. And man, I know one that just really inspired me at the time. And that was Toby Keith. Brought to you by oh man, what's the title of it? It's called the Angry Patriot or something is the actual title of it. But I think you all know what I'm talking about when it's about the the Twin Towers, the attack on the Twin Towers and and all that stuff. And so I mean there's so many great ones. I mean, yeah, that was another good one.
Eli Mood just mentioned Whitney Houston. That was a really great rendition. I believe that was the New York Giants and Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I think it was actually. Yeah.
Yeah, Scott Norwood missed a last-second field goal and the Giants won. But that even MTV and VH1 took out a video of her singing and showed it on their channels constantly after that. And here we are unsupervised again. As soon as I say it, he's back.
You betcha. Oh man. But yeah, that is some great music there, guys. It honestly is. And let's see. Let's go ahead and go to the next topic here, unless anybody else has anything else they want to add to that. Let's see here. Where did I put that topic at? Hey, when I put them in here and then I go find them. Okay. There it is. I'm sorry. I was flipping through there. So this is we've talked about sometimes where we live at and where we would like to live. I thought it'd be neat to say, if you had any choice, money wasn't any problem. You're able to move you and all your family to anywhere in the world to live out the rest of your days and stuff. Where would you go, or would you just stay where you are and just upgrade the place you live at now, or maybe same town, but like to just maybe build a bigger house here, or buy some more land, here, so I thought it'd be kind of fun topic for everybody. So let's go ahead and start with you, Mark, and work our way around and side chat. Let's hear what you got to say about this.
Well, as far as today, I believe I'm going to stay put because I don't want to travel abroad these days with everything that's been going on. Now, 25 years ago, Europe, maybe Denmark, maybe, I don't know, somewhere maybe around Austria, Netherlands, around Belgium. Those are really nice places. But like I said, the way things are today, I'm going to stay put right here in Appalachians.
There you go. Michael Dunn says he always loved to live in Colorado. Yeah, Colorado is beautiful. Yeah, actually, my wife is out there right now. My youngest daughter. My youngest daughter and her husband, he joined the service, and so he's stationed in Colorado Springs. So they moved out there, and we have a young granddaughter out there, and so my wife was going to go out and see them, which they come here, fairly regularly, and so I was not able to go, and so she ended up going as her and her sister and her niece. They went out there, and they're still out there right now, and sending back pictures and everything. And oh man, beautiful out there. I've been out there many, many times, hunting. Once out there, work job I did in the past. I was out there 3 or 4 times for long periods of time working. So Colorado is beautiful too. So just go ahead, Mark. I cut you off there. Didn't mean to.
Oh, that's all right. If I was to go anywhere today, stateside, it would be Western North Carolina, Boone. I'm sure you've heard of Boone, North Carolina. It's more or less a college town, university town. You got Grandfather Mountain out that way. It's probably one of the most beautiful places in the country, especially east of the Mississippi. Back in the day, I've been to New York City. I've seen Los Angeles, San Diego, Dallas, St. Louis, Miami. They can have it. Tactical FUD saying Eastern Tennessee. Eastern Tennessee FUD is about 30 minutes southeast of me. Bristol, Greenville, Knoxville, beautiful country out there.
Yep. Keep going a little more east, you'll hit the Boot Hill, Missouri.
Yeah. Well, I spent a few months in Missouri back in 85 and 86. I think I already told you about that. It was called basic training and AIT. In the smack of winter in Missouri there in those Ozarks, Leonard Wood, it wasn't very pleasant weather-wise. I think those towns nearby was Waynesville and St. Robert, and the nearest big town was Rolla, and it was all off Interstate 44. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's where my son-in-law went to basic training at. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how about you, Mac, man?
Well, to be honest, I absolutely love it here in Arizona. the gun laws, the way you can protect yourself, everything is great, except for those 3 brutal months of July, August, and September when we have the extreme heat. So I think I'd like to have a place, like you said, in Colorado, so I could go up to Colorado for 3 or 4 months through the middle of the summer, but then I'd live the rest of the year here. But I really would like to have a small place in New Orleans. I just love that place. I love my seafood. And I know it's party town, and I just love it. Me and my wife, we love it there. Like I said, just to go there, be able to go there maybe once a month for a long weekend and suck up all that food and drink and party it'd be great. So I'd say definitely stay in Arizona, but I like to have a place in Colorado and a place in New Orleans.
Yeah. Pretty much the best seafood I've ever had. And I've been, I ain't been up in the Northeast really, but New Orleans and Mobile, Alabama, are a few places that just has just wonderful seafood. I like both of those places real well. Yeah. So, DJ, how about you, buddy?
Well, seafood, you're going to play right into the places that I want to go, pull up some beach, basically. And those are going to be a couple different choices. Since we get to go international, the Hebrides on the west coast of Scotland, I wanted to move there. I like island life. I do. I haven't been to any of those of the Bikini Islands. That isn't quite my temperature. But speaking of temperature and an island that I also almost moved to, there's a small island off the inner coast of British Columbia, the Big Island, called Malcolm Island, and I lived there for 3 months. And temperate rainforest is probably my favorite climate. You can have deciduous and coniferous trees. You get a bunch of rain, but you don't have the heat of the jungle kind of thing. And so it's basically like if you imagine the weather in the Pacific Northwest, that's exactly what I'm talking about. As it creeps up the coast and then just gets that much colder towards Alaska. But yeah, Scotland or Canada. I know I'm not being. We had patriotic themes in tonight's discussion, and with the way Hawaii's going these days, I'm not so sure I want to be rolling out that way. But I suppose if I had to pick one, I get kind of close over there to Mark. I'd probably pop out to the Gullah Islands, right off the coast of the Carolinas. That's there's some cultures in there that remain almost untouched. Water is Wide. Joseph Conrad, I think, was the educator who authored that book, and they adapted a movie out of it. That's where I first became interested in the Gullahs and their dialect as well. Really interesting to hear a Gullah dialect. So anywhere there's language, a beach, interesting language, a beach, the seafood that comes with it, and some pleasant temperatures, that's where I want to be. And one of those reasons is I live in Nebraska. I'm in the Midwest. We have capital N-O, no coast. We got no coast, no trees. I mean, if you want to hang out in the flatlands with some corn on your way to Colorado in those mountains, you guys, stop by and say hello, and you might as well drag me with you because I'd be a willing participant in that.
I got to tell you, Virginia's on the coast also, but the part I'm in, the far southwest, and the east coast of Virginia, Hampton Roads along in there, it's like being on another planet. You wouldn't even think you was in the same country.
Yeah. Ozzy was wanting to know if Epstein's Island's up for sale yet. I might buy that.
There's probably too many bodies buried there. They're not going to sell that place.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely allowed to love America and live somewhere else. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. I'm kind of mixed on this because I really love those Ozark Mountains here. It'd be hard for me to move. If it was, it would be somewhere. Yeah, I would think almost similar to it. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Welcome,
Hi, Mark.
buddy.
Hello.
And So it would be, I'd have to stay along the same region, even if it's on over to the west a little bit, towards the Carolinas or to, on over into Colorado, I really love the Four Seasons. And, right here where we're at in Southwest Missouri, I mean, it's just, we get pretty much, the 3 months of winter, 3 months of spring, 3 months of summer, 3 months of fall. And so just about time you're kind of getting sick of, one, the other one's rolling right in, and so, but man, there's some places, my son-in-law, he's actually from the Philippines. And so the pictures that he showed me from there, that is beautiful, which is, it's, pretty humid over there and stuff. And while him and my daughter's over there, she had some friends that's in Indonesia. And I tell you what, that place you don't hear much about that, but that place is so beautiful. Just the landscape and the water, those stretch of islands, that makes all that up. It is unbelievable beautiful. And so, man, it'd be tough for me. Yeah, I think, Bob, yeah, Missouri's hard to beat. But man, I love going to Key West and just being a bum there for, a few weeks or a month, and, I've actually had the opportunity to go to Key West several times. And, man, it's just blast there. But I don't know. So, Mark, we just happen to be on this topic here. If money was not a problem and you can move anywhere you wanted and move your family to live out the rest of your days, where might you move, or would you just stay where you're at and just kind of upgrade, since money was no problem?
Money, no problem. Would go back to Western Pennsylvania, buy some nice land back in the mountains and be there. If I had to move off somewhere else, Montana, Wyoming, somewhere like that.
Yeah,
Love
Montana's
mountains.
great. That's beautiful country up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a younger cousin that was stationed up at, I think it was Great Falls, Montana. He was in the Air Force, and Facebook, he was always posting pictures of catching a big, huge fish, fly fishing, shooting, I can't remember if it was deer or elk or whatever, but man, you talk about the outdoor sports up there. It was unequaled.
Yeah.
I was just talking to my son on the way home from the airsoft field that when I was about his age, 12, 13 years old, was whenever my dad started working for the airline as a commercial pilot. And it was a subsidiary of U.S. Airways. And that means that, you get to travel. So from 12, 13 years old, I started to be able to travel all around the country. We did a lot of touring out in the Southwest, New Mexico, Arizona, Texas. We did a couple of trips up into, northern country, Montana, Colorado. I've been to the West Coast. I've been, down through the Gulf states. been around a good bit. Even had a very cliche backpacking trip through some of Europe in between was that junior and senior year in college, mostly England and Scotland, but that was a good thing as I was growing up that I was able to do that. And funny thing was, after I got out of college, I didn't go right into teaching. I worked for that very same airline, and I was able to travel with my wife and her parents quite a bit.
Awesome.
So I think I've been in all but about 3 states.
What's that old song? Been everywhere, man.
Yep. Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So I got a question though. What are those 3 states you haven't hit yet, man?
Oregon. There's somewhere.
Put him on the spot, didn't we?
I know I didn't mean to do that. That first one came easy.
I think Arkansas. Not been there, and been in South Dakota, but not North Dakota. So.
Yeah, North Dakota's stacked 2 up from me up against the Canadian border, and if you were in South Dakota, you kind of saw North Dakota. You really did.
Oh man, yeah, that's now Mark. Northern Arkansas, that's just basically the same country or the landscape we have here, and so, but yeah, it's beautiful there too. Man, that sounds like you've been quite a few places, buddy. That's awesome.
Yeah. That last job that I held with the airline, I was kind of an inspector, auditor, whatever you'd want to call it. And I was flying out to all of the stations that we served and a few others. So I was living out of a suitcase, flying 6 days a week, a lot of hotels, a lot of restaurants. I put a lot of miles on those last 2 years I was there.
Yeah,
that's the real definition of a jet setter, for real.
Yeah,
About a rock star.
Didn't feel much like it.
Tell me something. There was something about Arkansas I heard a while back. Somebody had said that's the only state they ever found diamonds in or something. I don't know. Just wondering if y'all might have heard that.
Yeah, there's still diamond mines in Arkansas, but a lot of those, like, where they can let you can actually go into some of them. There's also like it's kind of like fool's gold. There's stuff that looks like diamonds that's actually not diamonds or whatever. It's not man-made, but yeah, it's matter of fact, there's a few of them down in the hills just south of me, in Arkansas. So it's kind of cool. We went to one time. It was neat. You can go in there and dig around and pick around, for some diamonds, but it wasn't, we didn't really find anything. So we didn't find anything worth anything. So
now I haven't been, but there's either a state park. I'm pretty sure it'd be a state park there, maybe a national park, where you can still go out into a field that they prepare every day just by shifting soil across the top, where you can do, take the kids out in a bucket and walk around and see what you could pick up. Yeah, Arkansas, southern Missouri, where you're at, and Arkansas, really geologically diverse and interesting. My brother used to hit the northwest part of Arkansas to go crystal mining, mostly for quartz crystal, but like the clusters he'd come back with just 5-gallon buckets full of crystal clusters that they pull out. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it is really cool. A lot of times we'd see a farmer out there, tilling up his pasture or whatever. And if we knew him, or like sometimes you stop and ask him, hey, do you mind if we run through there and look for some arrowheads? And we're like, most of them's like, yeah, go right ahead, and you just make a couple trips across that field and, find you some, at least 1 or 2 arrowheads, and it's really neat. It is pretty cool. We actually was on a job site one time and they were hauling in some topsoil and, got noticed. I think we found like 6 arrowheads out of 5 or 6 trucks of topsoil that come from Arkansas. So that was really cool. All righty. See, it's time to do this drawing. Actually, we're actually past it. So everybody make sure you have your hashtags in there. It's hashtag HBN33, and we will do the drawing. And while giving you guys just a little bit of time to a little extra chance to get that hashtag in there, I will show you what we have tonight. Bring this up here. So I had actually a subscriber to the channel had sent me this, and he'd emailed me and say, hey, I went to kind of send you something. I want to send you a knife. I'm like, yeah, sure. So I got it in the mail, and he's telling me, he's like, yeah, I sent you always good knives away, and he'd actually won one of my knives, and I told him I'd shout him out, but he said he didn't want to be shouted out for it. But anyway, he sent me this knife, and he's like, I have this knife, and I really like it. It's sharp, it holds a good edge. It's not real expensive. But anyway, this is the knife that he had sent me, and it's very slim. It does have like a little glass breaker on the end of it with a little loop there. You know, you can put a loop on and hang it up somewhere. But I've been carrying this in my pocket the last 3 or 4 days. And this belt clip, I like because it slides down deep in my pocket. So that's all it's kind of sticking out right there. And it almost looks like you got a pen, ink pen, or, you know, something in your pocket. It don't even really, look like a knife. And it manual flip open here, and it comes right open really fast. There's a ball bearing, as he was telling me about it. And then it said on the package there's ball bearing in here for the blade, right on. So when you flip it open, and very smooth, and it is very sharp. It's got a great edge. I've been opening like mail and packages with it, and it's just a really cool knife. I was impressed. So anyway, I'll be sending you a brand new knife, and it only comes in the one color. I assume when I looked it up, I only seen the one color. So anyway, that's what the winner will get tonight. And if you win, see, let me put this back up here. So you can see my address here. So make sure you email me with the address that you want it sent to and everything, and I'll get it shipped right out to you. So, all righty. We'll bring up the screen and share this, and we'll find a winner for tonight. Winner, chicken dinner. So it says we have 23 entries. There's a lot of people that did not get in this. 24. All right, Bubba just got in. Bubba's just waiting to see what the knife was before he got in. He's like, I already got a few albatross knives. Yeah, new knife. So Bubba's like, yeah, I'll take that. So anyway, let's give it a wind up here and see who wins. Gun and Wild One. Congratulations, buddy.
Good job. Congratulations.
Let me take this screen down. I don't want to leave the studio. I hit the wrong button. Let me write his name down real quick so I don't forget. And I do have your address, buddy. I think you've actually, I believe, won a knife or a couple things before in the past. So I'm pretty sure I have your address. But congratulations. I think you'll like that knife. I really like it so far. So All right. So, man, you missed earlier, Mark. Had played the video by Oliver Anthony, "Rich Man North of Richmond." Have you heard that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we kind of went through that earlier and watched the video and gave her thoughts on it. And since you weren't here and you've actually watched it, what do you think about that song? Was there like something about it or any verses in there or whatever that like you really liked, or did you dislike it? Or
Oh, I didn't dislike it at all. That's actually quite a good song. Very relatable on many
What's
levels.
up, everybody?
Hey, Bubba.
Bubba, I thought you were supposed to be working, boy.
I am at work, man. What are you talking about?
Oh, a smoke break, huh?
Yeah, I got my 15 for right now. I mean, I had to come in here and fix some disciplinary actions. Wonderful, wonderful. Weekend shift never does anything right. I've never had to come in until now. Everybody's just like, send in the Bubba. I was like, okay.
Did you get them straightened out, buddy?
So far, so good. But,
right.
yeah. My little spiffy attire.
Looking good there, buddy. Looking good.
Keep you from getting
I figured I'd
squished.
pop in and say hi. And no, I did not do the HBN 33 on that one. It's because I've been doing the stuff back and forth or whatever. I didn't even see what knife it was. It was just like, oh shit, I didn't do it. So.
I had to razz you there, buddy.
I know. There's a
So,
kitty
Bubba,
cat in the
what do you
parking
got?
lot.
Well, you got a minute. We just asking Mark there when you popped on there. You hear the Oliver Anthony song, "Rich Man North of Richmond"?
Yeah, I got to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It rings
Any
true,
thoughts
man.
on
It's
it?
like every bit true. But I don't know, man. Like you was talking about people talking about where to hunt and stuff like that, and I said it's like I would like to go to Epstein's Island, hunt that rare Hollywood beetle bird. That's what I'd like to do. and I also think it should be legal to hunt tweakers and identity thieves.
Have a great weekend, chessboard. Well, glad you could join us, buddy.
I ain't on for too long. I only get 15. Oh, man.
Yeah, while Bubba's on the phone here, there's people in the background stealing stuff running across the parking lot.
There ain't that many people here tonight. Normally we have about 700 to 750 people working, but yesterday and tonight it's only been like 250, maybe 300 people. Really weird.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What time does your shift end?
6 a.m.
Oh, ouch.
I told them that if I didn't get off at 6 a.m., I was going to lose my shit. Pardon my French. But I don't normally work on the weekends because it violates my religion. But I gave them the leeway of day starts at 6 a.m. and ends at 6 p.m. So I was like, that's it. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
So like between 6 and 6, I can't do anything. So you got to get me off at 6 or before 6. So I'll walk out the door.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah, we've actually been talking about music tonight quite a bit since we started out with that video, and I know we most usually do a topic or two with guns on here, but I hope nobody's upset about that. But we've just kind of been sticking on music.
Well, it's
tonight.
guns, beers, and therapy, man. Like you got to talk about anything. You got to.
Yep. Well, that just
doesn't necessarily have to be guns.
The next topic, actually, is music therapeutic? Is that therapy for you? So the deal is music therapeutic? What song will turn your day around? What song, might choke you up? Share one or both of them, besides those topics. So, since you got a short time here, Bubba, we'll just start with you and pick on you a little bit.
So there's a guy called DJ Paranoid on YouTube, and he does a lot of music videos, makes his own music and stuff to certain like random like low key known like shows and stuff on YouTube. And he's got one for Has Been Hotel, and it's off of a character's name. His name's Husker, and he's got one where it's just his song "We're Sure to Drown," and I've been listening to that like crazy, and it's just been like, whoa, I love it. Like it's kind of a depressing song, but at the same time, it's kind of like you can kind of relate to it at certain points in your life, and you remember that feeling and stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, glad I'm out of that, So it really brings me out of it. Plus the beat's nice and stuff. He's really good at making beats. He's really, really good. So like he does a lot of heavy metal stuff. So I always enjoy it. And then after that it'd be, as I've always said, is Ink Spot songs. And maybe it's probably the number one I'll listen to, other than Paranoid DJ.
Yeah, Michael Dunn. I did get that knife on Amazon. Or, well, it's sent to me, but Amazon has it. So that's where I'll be sending it out from. Awesome.
But, yeah, guys, I got to get off here. I'll still be in the side chat, but I got to get off here. I got to go back in.
All right, buddy.
See y'all later. If I don't see y'all again, stay safe, stay armed, stay 2-way strong. Have a fantastic weekend, and keep getting at
it. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Later on.
See you. See you, Bubba.
Bubba's a character, man. Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue. There you
That's
go.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Mark, let's jump right on over to you.
C or K?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mark or the K. I'm sorry.
Well,
or C. Yeah. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and let's go with Mark with a C, and we'll jump up to you next, Garage Guy. And then we'll let DJ close this one out, okay? We work our way around the Mac Man. So okay, Mark with a C. Sorry. So
if I need a song that's going to pick me up, Eric Johnson, Cliffs of Dover. You may not even know that one.
I don't think I've heard that one. I will
He's
be
one of
looking
those.
it up, though, after the show. Well,
he's one of those guitarists from, I guess, late 80s, early 90s. He's just phenomenal on a guitar. Kind of one of those Joe Satriani, Yngwie Malmsteen, that whole era of the really fast guitar. Yeah. And anything by Johnny Cash.
Anything by Johnny Cash. Yeah, that guy covers a lot of ground when it comes to music. There's no doubt about that. All righty. Well, thank you, buddy. So we'll jump right on up to you, Garage Guy.
Well, like I've told you before, I'm just an old metalhead from the 70s, but there's a lot of other 70s songs out there I just really enjoy. They never get old, and they all have a good vibe to them. There's live version of Elvis here on YouTube in Hawaii. He's singing Burning Love. It's got a really good upbeat vibe to it. The crowd's enjoying it. He's having a good time as well. Boss Skaggs, he does Lido Shuffle and Low Down. Those are always good songs. Pablo Cruz, What You Gonna Do. They all got, those songs all got good upbeat vibes about them. And then there's some Deep Purple, Highway Star. That's a good song. Always puts me in a good mood.
Yeah, man. Those are some good songs, buddy. And so thanks for sharing. Okay, Mac Man, what you got, bud?
Songs that pick me up and I like to blast out in the car is going to be the Lady Gaga Bad Romance. That's got to be one of my all-time favorite songs. I absolutely love that song, all versions of it. And you were saying that a song that chokes you up. During Lady Diana's funeral, Elton John sang "Candle in the Wind," and he changed the words sort of to suit to suit Lady Diana. He put in England's Rose or something in the lyrics. And if you hear that song that he sang in the funeral that he changed the words to, it was, yeah, that one pretty much chokes me up every time I hear it.
Yeah, that was an awesome song, no doubt about that. Oh man. So yeah.
I got one I want to add. Anna Lee Brown brought it up here on the side chat, and I want to include that too. Black Betty. That thing has got a vibe to it from start to finish. They don't slow down for nothing.
Ram Jam.
Heck yeah.
That's a great cut. It really is.
I got that record here, sitting back here in the house. It's vinyl.
All right. So sorry about that. I had a text there from my wife. All right, DJ, what you got, buddy?
Wow. So many to list, and I am such a verbose kind of guy. When you get DJ, that's when you have to listen to me talk for more than 5 minutes at a shot, and I can do that like day after day after day. The song that really, really gets to me is a song by the band Funkadelic. You might know them, Parliament Funkadelic from the 70s, but they had a psychedelic band as part of their origin. And Eddie Hazel does, Mark was talking about an instrumental number by Johnson. This is an instrumental number by them. It has a spoken word intro, but Funkadelic's Maggot Brain. It's the title cut from that album, came out in 71. Eddie Hazel is at the beginning of what would be an incredible career as a guitar player for them. And there's a legend behind this song, is that George Clinton, he was the lead singer and kind of the raconteur of the band. He told him to go in and do the solo as if he had just heard that his mother had died. And if you listen to that, knowing it, whether it's true or not, it'll tear the heart out of you. The guitar screams, it sings, it cries, it'll take you on a dark emotional journey. So if you're not ready for that, or you got some emotion that you need to work through, that therapy, that's a therapeutic song for me. There's been more than a time or two in the 7-8 minutes that it rolls on that I've just allowed the emotion to fall out of me. Tears will roll down to that song for sure. And I guess something that's always gonna be as almost as cathartic as that is would be and Abigail's out there. Hopefully she doesn't mind if I mention Metallica. I know that's not as heavy or as hard as she likes to go sometimes, but if I put on Battery from Master of Puppets, I am there. To me, that's quintessential rock. It's the biggest, deepest one, and I blow out your ears if I did it the way I want to do it tonight. And I was searching my head for what's a song that gives me that happy therapy every time, both for the message, how lighthearted it is, and how uncharacteristic it was of the band. It's not necessarily one of my favorites, but from the White Album, the Beatles' Obla Di, Obla Da. Life goes on, brah.
Yeah.
You can't take anything too seriously. Yeah, I just love that tune. I really do.
Man, there's everybody's just killing it, man. These songs just bringing back so many memories. I had to write a few down because every time I'd like, oh yeah, this is a great one, and somebody else like post it or say it, and I'm like, oh man, I got another one, surely, you know. And so, oh man,
I put a finger up because I see Michael Dunn's comment out there. Yeah, I know who the Soup Dragons are. I've got the 12-inch. I got the maxi single on cassette. I used to spin that on the radio. So it's nice to see some of these things out there. I'm going to have to check out a couple of things that I don't know about. And Travis T, thank you for a recommendation. I always love recos for new songs and new bands.
Oh, Here Comes the Mummies. If you not heard about Here Comes the Mummies,
no sir.
Oh, it's gonna light up your world, DJ. So, if I'm not wrong on this, these are famous or like recording studio artists that are not that has a label or whatever, and they're not allowed to play anywhere else, right? So these guys wrap themselves completely, head to toe, like a mummy. And there's probably, I think, maybe Travis can remember, there's anywhere from 8 to 14 people in this band. And different ones of them show up at, whenever they can make it at different venues or different deals, you know. And they have a freaking horn section, everything. I mean, they absolutely rock. I love them. And then the story, if that story is true, which I believe it is, then that makes it all that much better because, like, the names is listed to be like, Joe Mummy, Mark Mummy. You know, I mean, like, there's no like, identification, related to them, and man, that's you definitely have to check out Here Comes the Mummies. It makes just me thinking about it, man. One of their songs, I just start moving, So I had to like kind of look around, think about some other songs, and of course these aren't like maybe my all time, uppers or or make me sad or whatever. But they are a few of them. So for the ones that just just make me want to get up and dance. I mean, like I said, there's Elvis. There's like so many of them. But "Hey Soul Sister" by Train. I mean, I cannot. That song comes on, I just can't help from getting up and moving and smiling, and I like that song, that upbeat. I mean, and like one of the songs, like if it comes on the radio or like on our playlist, here at the house, me and my wife will be, working outside around here. And then like every time this song comes on, we always got to stop and like sing it. And that's, Rockstar by Nickelback. I mean, that just it just always stops us dead in our tracks, and we got to sing that. For one that like pretty much will bring tears to my eyes. There's several of them, but one of them that for sure is "Some Gave All" by Billy Ray Cyrus, and that song, just it always gets me. But yeah, those are some of mine, I guess. So All righty. So does anybody else have anything else they want to add or whatever about the music? No? All righty. Well, let's kind of go around the room here and give everybody a chance to plug their channel or whatever they would like to plug. And so, Mark, well, Garage Guy, we'll just go ahead and start with you, buddy. We know you got your giveaway going on, and I guess maybe what's going on? Oh, there. Okay, there you are, buddy.
Oh, well, shoot.
It's like your mute button keeps coming on and off. And so maybe you got a little bit of delay. And so, okay, there you go. We can see you now. There you go.
Okay, here we go. My mouse isn't working now. I'm going to have to hit Wally World and get another one. So I apologize for that.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, my giveaway, it'll be good till cutoff date for mailing the postal money orders, and cash will be September 2nd. The giveaway is for a Stevens Model 301 single shot shotgun, chambered 20 gauge. We're also taking Venmo and Cash App. And I figure the cutoff date on that, if it's all right with you, Hillbilly, would be September 9th. Or wait.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to do the show on the 9th, you need to make it at least the day before so you can get everybody's names.
Yeah, let's say the 7th.
7th, okay.
And I will be throwing in a brand new shoulder sling with that, and $20 cash to go on your FFL transfer fee. So everybody get over to my channel, check out the Lakeview Outdoors giveaway videos. I have 2 of them posted. And I do want to put in a disclaimer. You must be a resident of the lower 48 United States to be eligible to win the shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah. Feller just can't send that anywhere, can he?
No, sure can't. But other than that, got a couple of videos in the works coming up. I'd mentioned I'm going to be doing some update videos on some firearms. And also, I got a video coming up that'll be posted. I like to do a video every other week. So my next video will be about a little J-frame size revolver, the Rock Island M206, chambered in 38 special.
Nice. Be a sweet little gun. You betcha.
Oh, it sure is sweet. I really like it.
All right. Well, thank you, Garage Guy, for being on tonight. Guys, get over to the Garage Guy's channel. If you got $20 and you want a shotgun, and that's a brand new shotgun, and with all the stuff, I mean, the sling, and then he's going to give you $20 to help on the CCL transfer. I mean, it's a heck of a deal. There's no doubt about that. So, go over check his channel out, subscribe, and get into that and help out Lakeview Outdoors, his wife. So, thank you so much, Garage Guy, for being on tonight. So, all righty, MacMan. What you got coming up, buddy?
Cool. Thanks for having me, Hillbilly. It's been great. Side chat's been great again tonight. Hopefully I'll run my stream on Monday night. I didn't do one last week. My trucks broke down, so we had other work to do. But hopefully I'm going to be back and do my normal stream Monday night. The following Monday, I'm not going to be streaming, guys. I'm going to be hunting. So hopefully going to make some videos. We got my annual archery deer hunt coming up. So I've got that coming up, I believe in. I'm going up over for next weekend. So I'm going to try and get some videos done up there. But all being well, I'll see you all Monday night on my stream, and then get some videos posted of the hunt, and hopefully we can get into a nice buck. So that's what I got planned for the next week or so, guys. And good to see everybody. It's been a great show.
Thank you, buddy. Good luck on that hunting, buddy. That's awesome.
And I'm going to jump off now, Hillbilly. Thank you so much for having me, but I just got to go and have some dinner. I'm pretty hungry.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks, Mike Man, for being on here, and appreciate you.
That's great. Thanks. Good to see you all, guys, and we will see you soon.
Later on.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
All righty, and guys, go over and check out MacMan's content and get subscribed. It's awesome. His live show. It's always great especially if you're into any type of reloading. He's very versed and has some wonderful, reloading machines there, and does a really good job explaining everything on what he's doing there, and it's great. So go over and check him out. So, all righty, how about you, DJ?
Well, I don't create a lot of content. I help others do that. One of the people that I help out is Brooke Cheney. She was in the chat tonight on Saturday evenings. She hosts a show that's geared towards suicide prevention, violence prevention, and awareness. So, give her a sub if you haven't already. I understand Saturday nights are busy, but if we all can show up here, maybe 30 minutes earlier, go ahead and check her out. Also, this evening, DM Foss is a guy out there who is no stranger to a lot of the Second Amendment and firearms community, but he hosts a chat every Saturday night. It alternates between the Mouse Party, which is kind of a just ragtag, could be anything sort of topic, and often there are lots of laughs to be had there. It alternates other weeks with the Overnight, which is usually a little bit more serious. It doesn't mean it's not lighthearted at times, but that focuses more on issues of the day relating to firearms, the Second Amendment, and related. So please give those two channels some of your kind attention. Check out Foss later on tonight, Brooke in the earlier part of a Saturday evening, and everybody be safe, have fun, carry your guns, and rock. I'm out.
All righty. Well, thanks, DJ. Sure appreciate it. And guys, like DJ says, he don't really do much content, but go over and give him subscribe, support his channel. He's all the time out there helping everybody else, and is always just doing a great thing for the TA community, for the music community, everything. So make sure you get over there and check him out, buddy. And appreciate you for being on here. All right, Mark Thomas, what do you got coming up, bud?
Oh, I don't really have anything planned. I got just a couple more days here this week off from school. I do have to go in at least 1 or 2 days, and just kind of finishing up summer, getting ready to go back and spend a couple more months dancing and singing in front of the kids. But I don't really have any videos planned, but if I get a little bit of time to sneak away one of the days this week, I might still do one more quick video with the brawler. We'll see what else I can get. I only did some close-up shooting that last time, and I didn't have much time to do it. I mounted a scope on that little pick rail on top of it, and it's not a great scope, and it's way too high, but what I had, I kind of cobbled it together, and I just want to put it in the bench 25 yards and see what kind of group I can get it to do with the 45 Colt. I had another person ask me, what is the actual spread of that like 7 or 8 shot at 10 yards? And I only had used a small target, so I have a big piece of cardboard from a piece of furniture box, and I want to put that up. Give me something that's like 3.5, 4 foot across and tall, and hit that at 10 yards and see what the spread actually is. So that's the only thing I might get to try to do at some point. We'll see if I make it.
You betcha.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a neat little gun. Yeah, I probably just even if you even just had to duct tape something on there, nice big scope, you know. That's a cool gun, and guys, go over and check out Mark's channel. It's a great channel. The guy not only does a great job with guns and everything else. His leather work, man, is just awesome. It's unbelievable. The craftsmanship that the guy does, just wonderful holsters and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, get over there and give him a sub and check out his channel.
Thank you, Hillbilly.
You betcha. But guys, man, I've just had a blast tonight. I hope everybody had a good time. Oh man, I will be having hopefully by September 2nd, which is not that far away. I set a goal a year ago, September 2nd, to reach 1,000 subs in 1 year. And I'm just looking, I'm at 880, 879. It says. I said 880 earlier, must have lost one. But anyway, so about 120, 121 subs away. It's going to be rough to reach that goal, but, it's a goal I set for myself. And, I encourage, people to make goals in their life. No matter what it is, if it's saving some money, paying off a bill, just, getting somewhere in your job, or, maybe you have a goal one of these days to be self-employed, whatever it is, set some goals for yourself and, shoot for them, try to reach them. And if you can't, don't get all depressed about it, just push harder, and, it seems how we can get from one step to another to either better our life or our family's life if you're providing for them, and it don't always have to be something like that. You can set a goal, to help people out. I know at one time, every Saturday, I did this an entire summer a couple times. I didn't have to work on a Saturday. And I was always used to working on Saturdays. So I ended up every Saturday, I tried to plan ahead or whatever. I tried to do something for somebody. If it was, somebody's yard, leaves needed raked, whatever, just go help somebody, at least one person, every Saturday. I set that goal. And sometimes I was having to look for people, something to do for somebody, but then there's lots of times, man, it just, is just easy to find, and so, goals can be about anything. So, just set those goals for yourself and strive to reach them, and you'll feel a little better about yourself. That's for sure. So, and don't set them. I mean, you notice I didn't set, have 10,000 subscribers in 1 year because I knew that was not, possible for me, So, set them within reach, just something that you can actually achieve, set them high enough to push yourself. And I think you'll feel better about yourself. Anyway, I want to thank the panel, everybody being on tonight. The side chat's been awesome. I mean, I've had a blast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you all come back. And I just want to leave here saying, remember, God, family, and country, and make somebody's day better, will you? It's easy to do. And if the good Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing you again. I love you, Hillbilly Nation. Everybody say goodbye.
Goodbye.